We call it Follow-Up Thursday. There are storylines that happen on the Bert Show that you guys remember that we frankly just kind of let go, and you remind us and you tell us. And this one is a follow-up from War of the Roses that happened a while ago, right?
Yeah, so we first heard from Paula Wednesday, January 19th, 2022. Paula's husband had a new 23-year-old coworker. She was young, hot, and blonde. The boss's type. Paula's husband worked on some projects with this new coworker. Paula started to get frustrated because he was constantly getting work text, and they all seemed to be from her. They come on the weekends, they come late at night. It was like she had no boundaries. Eventually, the text started to come in so late that Paula's husband was already asleep, so Paula started reading them. They'd say things like, definitely think you should wear those gray pants and that V-neck sweater for the meeting tomorrow. Or when he was out sick, she sent him a text that said, miss you, hope you feel better, so I can have you back soon. She scrolled back further, and there would be things like grabbing coffee, bringing you one too. I know just how you like it, ... There were hardly any texts from him, and the text exchanges seemed disjointed. It was like some of them had been deleted. So Paula had us do our War of the Roses and offer her husband free flowers to anyone of his choosing. He took the bait and ordered pops of pink petals for the ultimate girly girl. He sent them to Chelsea, the coworker that Paula was concerned about. The note on the card said, you are always making me smile. Hope these do the same for you, Michael. Now, in the arrangement was peonies, and those are Paula's favorite flower. She even used them in their wedding.
I remember how emotional she got talking about that.
So what's happened since? Did she confront him?
The only difference between the one that we're talking about right now and the one earlier is there's just a little wiggle room on the one earlier because he said something about, we are so happy to have you, even though he didn't send flowers to his wife. But this was similar. This was real similar.
It is similar.
So you guys are asking what has happened since. Davi has the email.
Hey, Bert Show. Thanks for checking in with me. I did end up confronting him. I think that was a big mistake. He accused me of being paranoid, reading into a very innocent and professional situation. He was also angry that I got you all involved. It caused a big fight that I don't think we'll recover from. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells and pretending I'm cool with things that I'm not cool with. I don't think he's cheating, and if he was about to, I think it stopped. However, I'm still not comfortable with the amount of time he spends with her or the frequency of their communication. He also started keeping his phone locked and preventing me from snooping and minding my own business. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to feel. I'm definitely not happy or okay with our marriage, but it also doesn't seem like he is cheating. So I guess I'm just hoping we get past this and we can move on. Or maybe she'll get another job and she moves on. That's it.
Even if she gets another job and moves on, this is still going to linger here. Man, you can only, I say this so many times, you can only run away from your feelings and your authenticity for so long. You could try to push it down. You can hide how you're really feeling for a week or a month or a year or 2 years. Eventually, you are going to confront it. And this kind of resentment right here that you're trying to bury, it's impossible.
And it seems like he's giving guilty energy, too. That's not going to help at all. I mean, I can understand you being frustrated, but this frustrated is, it would be difficult for me to get past that.
And this is like not the first time that we've talked about this also, that there are some people that just have that gear that can bury this kind of thing and be in a relationship or be in a marriage. I don't know how y'all do it. Or I don't know if we ever followed up with those people and found out like, yeah, you know what? Inevitably, we got divorced.
I mean, in the confrontation, obviously, hindsight is 20/20, and this is coming in too late. Instead of telling him about the War of the Roses and involving us, she could have been like, hey, when you're asleep, your phone dings and there are texts coming in. And I look at them, and it is this woman you work with. I think it's inappropriate that she texts you so late at night. It would mean a lot to me as your wife if you would set up boundaries, work boundaries, and let her know it's only okay for her to text you during work hours.
Cass?
That's fair.
Here's the thing, like, people forget it doesn't have to be black and white. There's a gray area. He can hold his ground and say it's totally innocent and really believe that. But at the same time, he can respect her feelings and say, listen, you're out of bounds with this. It's completely innocent. There's nothing wrong. But I respect this is how it's making you feel. So what can I do to make you feel better? Like, that's how you handle that. And that way you're not saying, I'm guilty. I've done anything wrong. If you really truly believe you haven't done anything wrong, but you're still respecting how your partner is feeling. And that's what makes good communication in a good marriage. And the fact that he's not doing this, super sus, big guilt vibes, and they've got a lot of work to do.
Bring us home, Davi.
I mean, it doesn't sound like he has any remorse. It's always fun when you catch someone disrespecting you and then everybody's like, you're snooping. Like, he's changing his phone. He's locking up his phone. He's doing all of the things that would otherwise be guilty. It's not on her for finding his guilt. Like, she's not snooping, all right? If you're being disrespectful, people are going to find out.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show for free. Just listen to The Bert Show podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.